India's alleged Agni-VI test on May 8th cannot be read as a routine technological milestone. It must be understood against a collapsing global arms control order, where the New START Treaty, the last major US-Russia strategic arms limitation agreement, expired in February 2026 without replacement, leaving the world's largest nuclear arsenals outside binding limits. Washington is now increasingly arguing that any future strategic framework must include China, a demand that turns nuclear arms control from a bilateral US-Russia enterprise into a wider contest over status, numbers, technology, and bargaining power. In that context, India's long-range missile signaling is not merely about deterrence, it is about entry into the next nuclear conversation. The recent advanced Agni test with multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle capability, officially described as demonstrating the ability to strike multiple strategic targets with a single missile system, fits this trajectory. Whether New Delhi labels it Agni-V, Advanced Agni, or keeps it Agni-VI formally ambiguous, the direction is unmistakable. The longer reach, multiple warheads, greater survivability, improved penetration, and strategic messaging beyond South Asia. The central issue is not only range. A 10,000 to 12,000 kilometer Agni-VI would certainly push India into transcontinental strike category, bringing distant European capitals into theoretical reach. But the more destabilizing element is technological MIRV's maneuverable re-entry vehicles, penetration aids, decoys, road mobility, composite casings, and possible lessons drawn from submarine launch missile programs. These are not the tools of states satisfied with credible minimum deterrence. They are the tools of states seeking assured penetration, escalation dominance, and bargaining weight in a world where nuclear hierarchy is being renegotiated. The China-centric explanation is therefore incomplete. It is convenient for New Delhi because it presents India's missile expansion as reactive balancing against a larger adversary. But offensive realism offers a harsher reading. Rising powers do not merely balance, they maximize relative power when opportunity allows. India's ICBM ambitions are less about one adversary than about status, leverage, and the ability to claim strategic equivalence with the major nuclear powers. Agni-VI becomes a political instrument as much as military platform. This is also where India's missile technology control regime membership becomes strategically revealing. Since joining the MTCR in 2016, India's missile and unmanned aerial system ecosystem have expanded both vertically and horizontally. Membership was supposed to signal responsible behavior. Instead, it appears to have helped normalize access to advanced technologies, while India continues to stretch the envelope of long-range delivery systems, armed drones, and nuclear-capable platforms. The same pattern followed the 2008 Nuclear Suppliers Group waiver. Exceptional treatment was granted in the language of responsible integration, but the strategic effect was to free resources and capacity for a more ambitious nuclear weapons trajectory. India's defenders will argue that every nuclear state modernizes. That is true, but not all modernization has the same strategic meaning. MIRV capability on long-range missile increases the number of aim points threatened by a single launcher. It complicates missile defenses. It creates incentives for counterforce planning. If paired with hypersonic glide ambitions, MARV technology, precision guidance, and advanced decoys, it can compress decision-making timeline in a crisis. In a region already marked by short flight times, historical hostility, and limited strategic depth, such technologies do not stabilize deterrence. They make deterrence more brittle. For Pakistan, the danger is not that Agni-VI will be fired across continents. The danger is that Agni-VI becomes a laboratory for trickle-down lethality. Technologies perfected for an intercontinental platform can migrate into shorter-range systems, submarine-launched missiles, and conventional precision strike variants. Reports of heavier conventional Agni payload concepts, including bunker buster roles against hardened facilities and command and control nodes, reinforce the concerns that India's force posture is moving from punishment-based deterrence towards counterforce options. This exposes the widening gap between India's declaratory doctrine and operational behavior. A state genuinely committed to minimum deterrence does not require late penetration architectures designed to defeat future missile defenses. It does not need global range signaling when existing systems already cover its declared regional threats. It does not need to militarize the Indian Ocean through nuclear-powered and nuclear-armed submarines while presenting itself as a stabilizing power. India's long-range missile testing is therefore a geopolitical statement. New Delhi wants to be counted in the emerging nuclear order before that order is rewritten. As US-Russia arms controls decays and China is pulled into the next strategic framework, India is positioning itself as too capable to ignore. Agni-VI is the stalking horse of that ambition, a missile program that wears the language of deterrence while pointing towards hierarchy, coercive leverage, and regional escalation dominance. The international community should not mistake ambiguity for restraint. In South Asia, technological ambition is never abstract. It changes doctrines, force postures, and crisis behavior. India's alleged Agni-VI test is not simply a missile event. It is a warning that the next phase of nuclear politics may be shaped not by restraint, but by the states racing to become indispensable before the rules are written without them.